Hello, welcome to Beacon of Truth Tarot. My name is Laurel. This is going to be a reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or anybody who has Cancer strongly in your chart. Today I'm using the Tarot of the Spirit by Pamela and Joyce Eakins, in case you want to find that deck. My deck's already shuffled. I'm just giving it a couple of more shuffles to get the energy right. Okay, Cancer, March 2021. Okay, Cancer. The situation you're dealing with, you've got Mother Fire. Aries, I believe, had that card in the same position. Might have been Aquarius or Taurus, but I think it was Aries. Then you've got the Nine of Wind, the Screen, and One of Water, Open Channel. This one wants to come out too. The Devil. That's interesting. Okay. This is Mother Fire. This is the Queen of Wands. This is in your starting position. Along with that, you have the Screen in reverse. This tells me you're not in denial about something. You see something. And the Ace of Cups, One of Water. It's called Open Channel in this deck. And came out with it, clarifying it, is the Devil. The One of Water and the Devil in your interior state tells me you might be giving your energy to something that's not good for you. You're passionate about it though with this Mother of Fire. This is the Mother of Fire. I think that you know this. I think that you know that you may be moving towards something that's not great for you because you've got the Nine of Wind in reverse in your position of force, meaning you're not in denial about something. Like you know you probably shouldn't go towards this. So that's created for you. You've got the Eight of Waters, Still Waters, something to seriously consider. I also feel that it goes deep. You may be offering your love to somebody you know is not good for you. And you're doing it knowingly because you wanna. The Eight of Water comes out with Two of Fire, Convergence. This is in your position of control. This is something you don't have any control over. This is not the two parts merged and it's in your position of control. This may be a compulsion, an addiction, something not good for you. You know it and you don't care. Around you, you've got the Magician and Father Wind. Okay. Really, this one too? Yes. Wow. Okay, the Magician. This is, okay. These are both the positions of other. So Father Wind, this is your immediate environment. You may be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Doesn't have to be. It's somebody who's rational, very good at talking, very good at talking, convincing, explaining their point. That's your immediate environment. Just slightly outside of that, so like in the position of your society or your greater immediate environment, you've got the Magician, the Magus, that's this one. It's clarified by the Moon. There is some kind of a control dynamic going on here that you're not aware of. Yep. The Magician in that position also tells me that whatever you're being tempted with is intentionally being tempting. I feel like other people are bringing it to you to tempt you because of the position. And the moon clarifying that, I'm not sure they realize just how much of an Achilles heel this is for you. Okay, so that's the setup. What you've done with that setup, the One of Earth form in reverse. Not sure you acted on it. This is in a position of absolute action, will. I'm not sure you acted on it. I feel like somebody tried to tempt you in some way, knowingly or unknowingly, and you didn't fall for it. Cool. Because your interior state is, not because necessarily, but your interior state is Mother Earth reversed. I said because though, and that's interesting. You didn't act on it. You don't think you want it. You don't think it's the way forward or the best way for you. But you're not sure. You're not certain of yourself. This is in your interior position. We're going to go forward and just see if that becomes more clear for me. Your current position, Sister Wind. Having this in your current position after the Mother of Earth in reverse, I feel like you're still trying to figure it out. You're thinking it's, ooh, that one wants to come out too. The Hierophant. That's interesting. Okay. The way I do my reading, and at one point I will do a video on how I do my spread here. The Hierophant with Sister Wind, you're not quite buying it. You don't think it quite fits. But with the Hierophant there, you think your idea is taboo. You think your idea is not going to be accepted. What's super interesting about this, and this has to do with the layout of my spread, I lay out 22 cards, one for each of the major arcana. In the position where the Hierophant is, that's where you got this One of Water and the Devil. So there is a relationship here between this and this. This is your current position. It talks about society and what others think of you. She looks like she is smashing through that. She is smashing through societal norms and what other people think. Bursting boundaries. Because in the position of the Hierophant, there's the Devil. It's clarifying the One of, but it feels like the people around you or your greater society, it made a promise of fulfillment, and it was a bunch of BS. It's absolute BS. You are now in your current position, Sister Wind and the Hierophant. I feel like you're in a position where you see clearly, you understand clearly. Maybe that's why Mother Earth is in reverse here in your interior strength position. Because that's so interesting. This is an Earth card. It's in your interior position. This is in your exterior position. You've got mind bursting through something. I feel like words and actions haven't matched. That's what I feel like. What you were told isn't true. Okay, going forward in your environment, You've got the Ten of Fire in reverse, the Cage, and the Sun in reverse. This is the environment around you. This one wants to come out too. Two of Water, Sacred Cord in reverse. So, there is some kind of a trapping here. This is in your environment. There's some kind of a trapping here that has to do with lack of fulfillment in your relationships, in accepting what they're telling you, because this is the environment. I feel like it's the relationships though. Could very well be, Cancer, that the way society tells you they have a formula. There's a formula for how to acquire happiness. The formula is work hard, work long, and you'll be successful. The formula is find somebody, that one to love you, then you'll be happy and life will be happily ever after. If you'll notice though, when you watch those fairy tales and stories that have a happily, and then they lived happily ever after, there's never a definition of what happily ever after means, because it's a fairy tale. So it looks to me like with this in the environment, the way they told you to reach fulfillment, the formula is wrong. That's what it looks like to me. The formula is wrong. And that speaks very, very much of this in the position of the Hierophant, the position of your societal influence. You've got the way to happiness, crooked thinking. Ooh, that's so interesting. Okay, so the new perspective that you either have just gotten or you're about to get or that you need to get is Three of Water, Stream of Love. This has to do with values. This has to do with what do you value. This has to do with valuing people, valuing relationships, valuing community. Okay? Do you think that they told you the formula was one way, and it's not, because what's really valuable is your relationships, the people. And if we learned anything from 2020, I hope it's that our relationships are super important to us. And if anybody lost somebody during this pandemic, I'm very, very sorry. It's like you get to know just deeply how valuable that person was, because we didn't have all of the run around and crazy out in the environment that we were allowed to do. There was a lot less distraction. And the blessing of that is that we got to see what's valuable. And I think that that's what this is. Our communities, our people are valuable, our feelings, not all that other stuff they sell us. Things are going to change when, and this is the only one that wants to come out. Okay, no. We've got the Empress in reverse and the Seven of Water in reverse. It's really simple. That's what it tells me. Things are going to change when we realize manifestation is simple. What's important to you? Cancer, I think you're being asked to look at what's really important to you. Don't put your time and energy into things that aren't important to you. There's a multitude of choices. That's the Seven of Water. Seven of Cups. Insight. You're getting a glimpse about what is really valuable. Empress in reverse, don't put your energy into that which is not valuable. Your best course of action. Wow, you've got Justice in reverse. Now, Justice in this deck is called Karma. If the formula is wrong, Cancer, That means you need to come up with something new. You're not going to find justice, fairness, balance in wrong formulas, wrong base formulas. What you're going to struggle with? The Tower. Wow. What you're going to struggle with is allowing it to fall. What you're going to struggle with is watching the world around you collapse because what they told you was wrong. You're going to struggle with this collapse. You don't want it to happen. There's something collapsing in your world. Okay, I want this one as a clarifier. Four of Earth power in reverse. I was trying to see if this was a mental or an actual physical struggle, but you just got powerlessness clarifying the Tower. I think what you're struggling with is that you don't have any power in this situation, and that very well may be what this whole thing is talking about. Mother Earth in reverse, the Empress in reverse, and the Seven of Cups. You don't have any power in this. That's so interesting. And that's your interior state. And I think that you know that. What needs to fall away? Seven of Fire, courage. What needs to fall away is this one too, the Chariot in reverse and Seven of Fire in reverse. Now both of these are sevens. One is higher arcana and one is lower arcana. This is fire. This is the suit of spirit. And this is major arcana. It has to do with your soul. They're both sevens. I think that it has to do with higher and lower matching. And both of them are saying that what needs to fall away is your will. Wow. There's nothing else that wants to come out on that. That's it. What needs to fall away is your will. The direction you need to head. Three of wind, recognition, and six of wind, clarity. You need to push past, Cancer. You need to push past this idea. Oh, ooh, that's super interesting. This is half of this one. And this is in reverse. This is clear. There's something about getting tangled up in your mind, in the pain of it all, in the misunderstanding, the non-understanding. I don't have a word for what I'm trying to say here. The idea here is that there is something that is not computing in your mind. It's quantum. It's because it doesn't match with spirit. It doesn't match with your higher plan. It doesn't match with your higher self. There's something here that you're realizing is out of sync between your higher and your lower. That's the direction you need to head. So what does that mean? If you're not going to find what's enriching and valuable in this real world, Mother Earth in reverse, Devil, there's something incredibly unfulfilling about this. And it's larger than you. This is something that's unfulfilling on a very large scale. And you're seeing it. It's the moving beyond the small into the greater. That's where you need to go. Push past the confusion of what's actually happening in your immediate environment right now this month. And look a little bit, get a little bit farther out. Take the long game. That's it. Take the long game. Look at the long game. Wow, that was cool. What you're not seeing is Five of Wind, fear in reverse. Oh, that's so cool. God, I'm getting two, and now two just came out to clarify that. Really? That makes it hard on me. Brother Water and Nine of Water in reverse. What you're not seeing, Cancer, is your fear of intimacy. You're afraid of being vulnerable. But with the 5 of air being in reverse, your fear is unfounded. What other people are going to see. What's going to be illuminated. And yep, that's the only one. Wants to come out. 5 of earth, the nadir in reverse. What's going to be illuminated has to do with you don't actually have lack. What's going to be illuminated is that lack has to do with what you value. The things that are truly valuable cannot be taken away from you. Oh, that's it. I don't have to go on beyond that. What's going to be illuminated is that the things that are valuable cannot be taken away from you. The greater picture, the Hanged Man in reverse. The greater picture is that you are seeing something that other people aren't seeing. The greater picture is that you are a trailblazer. Interesting. This Mother Fire that you got out at the outset, this looks like somebody coming out of a cocoon to me. This looks like a sprout shooting out from a seed. Okay, so the likely outcome is Father Water. Father Water is incredibly stable emotions. He can be an anchor for others. He knows fully in his being what's valuable, who he is. He also offers it as a safe haven for others. Oh, that's so interesting. Wow. Cancer, this is so beautiful. Any more want to come out? One more. Wow, what a fire force. Excuse me. Something very interesting that you didn't see happen. When I laid down the Father of Water, my reed comes down, it goes back up, cards land on top of each other. This, because it's the final card, the outcome, it landed on the first card, which is Mother Fire. And when I put down Father Water on top of it, Mother Fire went like this. It was weird. It was like the way she sat on the table turned. When you come to understand what is truly valuable, there's going to be less urgency in your life, or you will know, you're a seed, and what this seed blossoms into is the Father Water, this complete understanding of what actually is valuable. And what came out to clarify Father Water, what a fire force. So that Mother Fire, with the marriage of Mother Fire with Father Water, so we've got feminine and masculine, fire and water. That is really interesting. And you want to know what they birth? Ace of Fire. Wow, force. This is having this understanding, Cancer, that you have. It's marrying the outer and the inner. It's marrying the will to the knowing. This is freaking amazing. Cancer, holy cow. And I really feel like the baby of these two is what a fire force. This is life. This is the secret of life. This is prana. It's chi. It's amazing. Wow. That was beautiful, Cancer. I don't feel like I need to get anything else for you. Yes, okay, never mind. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm going to get you an archetype card. To get you this last message from Spirit, what's helping you, what's working with you, what you are dealing with. This is the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck by Kim Krans. And this one, no, by Kim Krans. There's 78 cards in this deck. kind of just wait for one to fall out. Wow, that's a whole, okay, there, those 3 fell out, but there's one here all by itself. Dun, da, 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 the big reveal. Wow. Number 65, the prayer. To me, this feels like gratitude. It feels like you know what is valuable. You're thanking universe for it. You see the power of prayer now. Ooh, that's it. That's what it is. Ooh, that's so interesting. I love that. Okay, you started out as Mother Fire. Mother Fire, it's outward energy. That's what fire is. Outward energy. By the time we wrapped all this up, you ended up as fire water. Oh, see, that's another thing that's so cool. Mother, feminine, fire, outward. This is like the feminine in the outward. You ended up, it wrapped back up as Father Water. This is the interior, no, yes, well, the inward masculine, the masculine inward. It's totally opposite. It's the flip side of this. We've got on one side there's Mother Fire, on the flip side it's Father Water. It's like this. That's so cool. And it's these two combined and the magnetics of that turn into force, will, life force. And I think that this prayer shows that. The prayer shows the power of prayer. Prayer is an action, but it's quiet. It feels like temperance. That's so beautiful. I love that. There is power in the quiet. You know what's valuable now, Cancer. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, I hope that's helped. If you would like a private reading from me, again, my name is Laurel, and you can always find information on how to get a private reading from me in the description box below. Until next time, Cancer, namaste.